Greg, how's the body, how's the mind, how's everybody after the win at the weekend?
Yeah, I think there's a few sore lads knocking around. It's a fairly physical game at the weekend. We're a lot happier to be on the winning side of the result this weekend, and I think that's the important thing for us is, let's continue to get better and keep improving, but having won the game is kind of the most important thing. So yeah, we're going to go.
That's what you said on social media after the game, isn't it? It's easier to build and to learn the lessons on the back of a win.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's really easy, because we're always learning, we're always trying to improve and get better, but it's really difficult after you lose because you have the big emotional drop that comes with it, and of course there's a load of expectation around us, and we lost to Worcester at home and that's not ideal, so you kind of have to then build yourself back up, and what we want to get away from is big emotional highs and lows and try and steady out so that we can be better prepared throughout the course of the season rather than big games, and they're all big games.
Yeah, and they don't come much bigger than an East Midlands derby at HQ at the weekend.
What a great link that was. No, they don't, Andy, you're right. Yeah, that's going to be huge. Obviously, it's a huge support for Rob and his family, and it's a great cause. Outside of the game, I think that's fantastic. From a rugby community point of view, I think that's really important. But as soon as the whistle goes, it's Leicester Saints, isn't it, at Twickenham, and the gloves are off. What
are your memories of East Midlands derbies that you've played in so far?
I reckon I've only probably played in 3 or 4. It's just extra, isn't it? Everything's extra. Just nobody kind of rests off for a minute, and just think each team wants to beat the other one just as much. And actually, unfortunately, last year they did the double on us, and that still kind of sticks with us a bit. So we'll be looking to make sure we rectify that this weekend.
Is there a different feeling in Derby week around the training?
Yeah, I think Jordan actually apologised to us after the game last week about how loopy he's going to be this week, because it means that much to him, and that's what's so important, about Leicester is these guys have been, Geordie and that have been here and they've played in derbies themselves, and that almost kind of gets handed down to us, and we'll take that forward. And we've got guys from the other side of the world that have got no idea where Northampton is, but it's just down the road, but it's like the biggest fixture in the calendar, so yeah, it's huge.
When did it dawn on you? When did you realise the significance of the fixture to these parts?
When I heard Matt Smith talk about it, a guy that perhaps doesn't normally talk all the time, but that's a proper, that's been passed down from generation to generation. If you want to hear about how important the derby is, you can talk to the Smiths, and then you realise.
So the rugby aside, it's a really good course for which the game is being played.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's one of those scary things of the game, isn't it? That it could happen to any of us, and it's in the first minute of the game against us at home, and it's just one of those things that can happen. Unfortunately, that poor bloke, his life's been changed in an instant, and I know it's fantastic that obviously Hambo is supporting him, and I think 2 rival clubs, as it were, have come together to make something happen for him. But that bloke's life's been changed in a second. So I think it's great that we've come together to do it. Obviously, hopefully, lots gets raised as a result.
For more exclusive videos and interviews, keep watching LTTV.